I always had a passion for music. I was always a creative person. I really wanted to do music first before I got into the streets. And I was frustrated because I ain't had no studios. There wasn't no infrastructure on the West Coast. Well, this is where really the Nip Hussle story as far as doing music started. Just as far as me like selling my mixtapes out the trunk in that parking lot. And even before the music, just hustling out the parking lot and then making my transition to selling my music, you know, becoming known as an artist, just a young up-and-coming street artist.
I like how this looking, What's up, man?
All of the levels that we've went up and just all the transitions since then. So it's a story connected to the space. Obviously having a passion for music since day one, the dream and the vision was, you know, start a label and start a music movement, a music brand. And then just thinking like, as a chess player, you know, assuming that we would have success in music, the next thing became, dang, what we do next? What I admire about Nipsey and Black Sam, they give these young gang members action at doing something else.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a switch in front of your building. I wanted my message to impact gang culture. I wanted what I had to say to impact individuals like myself, young people that was in these areas that was controlled by gangbanging. I didn't want to preach to the choir, but I wanted to be able to say, I came from this and it's authentic and I'm not on the outside of this culture. Wherever I take it, I'm not different. I'm exactly the same. I've been through everything you've been through or you're gonna go through as somebody in that culture. My name Nipsey Hussle. I'm from LA, Slauson and Crenshaw area.
How come you're not blinging and having all kind of crazy diamonds and all that? I guess you're here to get your money right, huh?
All the time. I mean, you know, all that is cool for the image and all that, but all them is liabilities, you feel me? I'd rather invest in some real estate, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds, you know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value as soon as you drive them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset. Take care of my people.
Never gonna love no broke ass bitch. Whoa. What's that on that beat?
I just opened a co-work space in my neighborhood called Vector 90. And in the bottom half is a science, technology, engineering, and math center. You know, the goal is to create a bridge between the inner cities and Silicon Valley.
You actually own half of this lot.
Yeah, me and my family, Black Sam, Adam, my pops, you know, the whole team.
For true change, he's starting with kids at 54th Street Elementary, an area plagued by violence. He hired a local artist to help spruce up this basketball court.
I think it's just about offering a new identity, you know? Coming from where we come from and the shit that, you know, we was involved in and just being a part of the 90s in the 2000s in South Central LA, being active. I don't know too many people that made it.
Today I'm dedicating this entire episode to my friend and brother Nipsey Hussle, who, and it hurts to even say these words, was tragically shot and killed on Sunday. Like millions of people, I'm crushed for Nipsey's family, for the community, for the city of Los Angeles, which he loved and repped as much as any one person could ever love and rep a city. And I'm crushed for the culture, for our nation, and even for our world.
He inspired everybody to be different. Inspired to be the businessman and cut the middleman out and be your own boss. And like, that's what hurts the most.
He was 33 years old, and over the past few years, he was really becoming much more than just a Los Angeles area rapper. He was becoming a leader in South Central. He was full of life, full of potential, full of hopes and plans and dreams and creative energy, and at 6 p.m. he was gone. So we have to determine for ourselves how we respond to the murder of Nipsey Hussle. First and foremost, mourn, cry, scream, grieve. Give yourself the space to be overwhelmed. Give yourself the space to be hurt. to be angry. Give yourself the space, the room to just be confused. I think the best way we honor Nipsey is by doing what he was trying to do with his life. Nipsey used his money and his influence and his fame. He used that to do good in his community. But Nipsey had become a voice for ownership, for entrepreneurship, for personal responsibility, and for what happens when you are fully dedicated to putting in the grind and hard work toward your goals. He was not just a rapper, but a leader, a motivator, a brother, and a pioneer.
You know, it was a higher purpose, I believe, for what we're doing over here. It wasn't to get in trouble with the police. It wasn't to be a menace to the area. It wasn't to, you know, continue a tradition of self-destruction. It was to build. And so all the obstacles and everything we went through for being misjudged and misunderstood, you know, it didn't stop us. You know, it wasn't a brick wall. It was a speed bump, you know, and I embrace it as you know, the resistance, the gravity of trying to do something great.
New Nipsey Hussle, check me out. You in trouble, check me out. Pay it down, check me out. Pay me double, check me out. New Nipsey Hussle, check me out. Nipsey Hussle, check me out. New Nipsey Hussle, check me out. Nigga fuck it, check me out. Nigga fuck it. I came from nothing. Shootouts in public, riding buses.